Welcome back to Access Houston on 97.9 The Box.
Good Sunday morning. You're listening to Access Houston. I'm your host, KG Smooth. You know, it's been a lot going on, packed show, and school is back in. And so here, welcoming for the first time to the program, the founder of You Are a Queen, the lovely Sina Pierre. Sine Pierre. Sine, welcome. Good morning.
Good morning.
My bad. And then Mr. Kenton Barnes, who is the founder of Kings to Kings, two nonprofit organizations doing some good things in the community. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Glad to be here.
Tell us about these two organizations that you all have.
Okay.
Well, Sine is the founder of the You Are a Queen program. So she's been in this and doing it a lot longer than I have, and brought me along where I started the Kings to Kings. And we're just here to help give back to the community, to the kids. That's what we're more focusing on and looking to go from there.
Mm-hmm.
And You Are a Queen is an organization to empower, uplift, build self-esteem in young ladies. I started it because one of my mentees committed suicide. So I wanted to do a movie based on her life and, you know, her taking her life. And after doing research, I found out that the suicide rate for young ladies has tripled since 2014. So I was like, man, I have
Just
to do,
period or in the Black community?
Oh, just overall.
Okay.
I see the rates getting higher in the African American community.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just like, I don't want to say a trend, but pretty much, oh, they're doing it, let me do it too, or this is just the easiest way out. So, yeah, after doing further research, I was just like, I have to do something else that can prevent it other than just writing a movie about it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I founded You Are a Queen. And it's just we have empowerment summits and conferences, seminars. We go into different schools. We're throughout several school districts in the Houston, Fourth Bend area. So yeah, it was something that's dear to my heart, and hopefully I'll be national within the next 2 years.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you keep it up, then I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
And Kings to Kings, tell us about that. What was I don't know, what made you want to come up with this?
I mean, I visited one of her events. She asked my daughter to be a part of it, to see about the self-beauty and self-empowerment. And I was like, I've been wanting to do something very similar like this for the guys, because growing up, I had a way of keeping myself out of trouble and not doing anything that caused me to go to jail and be a statistic. So I'm like, well, we need something like this for our in our community, to help them do something, be a lot better, to become something great. So I want to be a part of that, a face of that, to be something that they help these young men out to be great. So
yeah, that's dope. You're listening to Access Houston. We're talking to the founders of You Are a Queen and Kings to King organization. And you guys, y'all have teamed up. Y'all got an event that is coming up. That is actually, it's coming up. It's today.
It's today.
The event is today. You have teamed up with Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, Santana Dotson Foundation, and Franklin Beauty and Barber Institute for the first annual Student Appreciation Day. That's happening today, 8 a.m., 2 p.m. at Phyllis Wheatley High School. Tell us about Student Appreciation Day. And school is just starting, right? Has school started for HISD yet, or is this?
It's starting on the 27th.
Okay. All right. So we getting ready.
Yes, yes. So Student Appreciation Day was mainly, I went to run, the owner of Franklin Beauty School. He's an amazing guy. He's like a big brother to me. So I was like, hey, I know y'all always partner with someone to do haircuts and stuff. I would love to give back to the kids that are in shelters this year, especially the ones that's still in shelters from Harvey, just to give them something extra. So originally our plan was to donate like school clothes, deodorant, shampoo, which we still are able to do some packages for some of the kids. But the amount that we wanted to do. We know now what not to do this year to get it out the way for next year. So he was like, yeah, that'll be a great idea. Let's go ahead, link up together. We'll do the hair. Y'all can still provide the, backpack, school supplies, and just make it a great opportunity for the kids. So we're really excited. They're excited.
Yeah, I mean, these are big names. I mean, Santana Dotson, Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, who does like a back to school thing every year, and this is going to be great. So for the kids, and we're just coming up on the anniversary of Harvey.
Yeah,
crazy. I still know people who, I mean, they're still out.
Yes,
of everything.
We know a lot of people who we see like on a day-to-day basis.
If people want to know more about your organization and how to be a part or lend a hand, what should one do? So
you can definitely reach us on our website or connect with us on our website. That is youareaqueen.org. YOUARE, aqueen.org. Some people are like, you are? No, we spelled it out. And we're using correct grammar. Yeah. I passed English. Yeah. So if you want to connect with us through social media, all of ours, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, are QueensBU. Okay. So that's, again, spelled out, Queens, BEYOU. And nice. We're using correct English. I love that. Yes.
And mine is Kings to Kings, and that's with the Roman numeral I's instead of the 2. Want to do something different. So you can reach me on Instagram or Facebook or whatever social media platform from there. And that's how you can locate us and keep in touch about what we're doing and how we're going to help the kids and help the community as well.
So when the kids come today, like what do the parents need to bring anything in particular with the kids, or just come to Phyllis Wheatley and show up today?
So most already pre-registered. So they'll have like their ID and everything, or their ID number to enter. And then from there, they'll get an opportunity to go to the empowerment classes hosted by moi. And then from there, Franklin Beauty School would do the hair services, and we'll provide the backpacks, food, and
that is going to be dope. All right, yeah. Oh, we can't forget, you got to shout out your social media so everybody can can follow you guys and keep up with it.
Our personal or
both? You can give out both.
So Instagram, I'm never on, but still contact me. My it's Queen Sine-Pierre _.
Okay.
And everything else, Facebook, which I'm always on. That'll be a better contact if you want.
Under Sine-Pierre?
Yes, it's under Sine-Pierre. So that's SENA, accent over the E.
Okay. And Ken, Mr. Barnes?
Mine is King Kenton _. That's the Instagram, something I'm always pretty much on.
Okay.
You're like the opposite.
Right. You on Facebook, you on Instagram.
He's always on Instagram, I'm always on Facebook.
Facebook is Kenton Barnes, and I'm rarely on there. When I do, it's probably something just very inspirational or a little bit of joking, just a little bit.
Just something. See, you like me. Like I'm on the gram more than I'm on Instagram. Yeah. I mean, on Facebook. And the only time that I'm on Facebook is when I'm sharing a picture from Instagram to Facebook. That's it. Sine-Pierre, founder of You Are a Queen, and King Kenton Barnes, the founder of Kings to Kings organization. Don't miss the Student Appreciation Day that is happening today, 8 until 2 at Phyllis Wheatley High School. They've teamed up with Franklin Beauty and Barber Institute. Shout out to Ron Jameson, also Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, and Santana Dotson Foundation. 8 until 2 today, Phyllis Wheatley. It's going down. Thank y'all for coming on the program.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us here.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. And I'm with another group of gentlemen who will be participating in the Student Appreciation Day at Phyllis Wheatley High School today. My guy, Ron Jameson Jr. from the Franklin Barber and Beauty Institute, and he's brought 2 instructors that'll be cutting the boys' hair this morning. Tyron and Yarford, welcome, gentlemen. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Man, Ron, this is what number year is this for you doing this?
Really and truly, it's probably 40. 41 or 42, something like that, man.
I didn't even think that you were that old.
Ah, man. I'm 40.
Yeah, right. No, we ain't got to get into it.
I'm 40-something.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, my parents were doing it before I started doing it. So, yeah, we just carrying on that legacy.
Indeed. And so why do you feel that it's important to help these kids look, good on their first day and give out these free haircuts for Student Appreciation Day?
Well, glad you asked that question. I think over the years, what we see in the community is, showing up to school. It feels good to have a good haircut and a nice hairstyle. I think that over the years of us being in the beauty business, and we've seen that when people come in, they leave out a whole different way. It's like they're refreshed. And they have a whole set of it's like a confidence level it gives them. So if we can equip a child with those tools to have going into the first day of school, the first week of school, maybe this will continue and they'll see what it's doing for them as far as a human being and as far as a student. If it helps them with grades, helps them with the way they carry themselves, all that, it's a great thing. And so we just want to continue that. And it seems like it's being contagious right now. It's catching on across the city.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. A lot is going on. So, gentlemen, excited about volunteering your time? Because this is your way of giving back. So how excited are you guys?
Man, it's really exciting, man. It's always good to give back. You don't never want to just take in and keep your fist closed. Always want to keep it open and be able to give it out, give it back to the others.
And what about you, Tyler?
I've been doing this for a few years with the Franklin family, so this has come a traditional thing. So no matter what, every time the date is set, I set my time to the side and just go ahead and give it back to the kids. And just put a smile on their face and give them a good look. Yeah. Give them confidence to start this next school year. We have bullying in school. And, so, if you don't have a good haircut or so.
You're getting cracked on.
They get cracked on.
Yeah.
So it's good.
They probably getting put on the snap like, yes, boy,
sir.
Look at
yes, sir.
looking ass, boy.
Social media.
Good, you know what I'm saying? To overachieve that, you know what I'm saying, for them to go to school and be, real confidence.
Indeed.
Nice.
So you guys teamed up. A lot of big names on this, as I was telling Kenton and Sine earlier. I mean, it's you all, Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, the Santana Dotson Foundation.
Right.
How did it all come about?
Well, we've had different partners over the years, and I think the last 10 years, Santana grew up with me. We grew up together, and watching his career blossom, as far as going to play for Baylor and then on to play for, I actually started at Jack Yates and then Baylor and then on to play with Green Bay Packers with Brett Favre. Yeah. How could you not appreciate somebody's talent like that? So for me seeing that and seeing his heart, a big old giant guy with a great heart like that, we teamed up and then here comes Congresswoman. We always see her around the community doing her thing. And so, it just made a perfect match of combining resources together so we can spread our word around and reach more people. And so the thing was to actually bring that empowerment session to the venue as well, to not just do hair and give away backpacks. We wanted to equip these kids with tools that they need, whether it's like Todd Tran said, as far as bullying, self-esteem, knowing how to act when a HPD officer stops you. What else we were doing? We did a lot of empowerment groups with the young ladies, teaching them etiquette, how to actually carry yourself, how to talk, how to sit, how to dress. It's so many things that we take for granted that are very important. And so I've seen a lot of back to school, and you're right, very small. So I think we've seen a lot of back to school events happen over the years with backpacks and free stuff. But we wanted the kids to also know that you have to work for it. So they have to go to these sessions. First of all, they have to register. Number one. Number two, they have to go to these sessions, and then once they get a stamp or a wristband showing us that they've gone to these sessions, at least 2 of them, then they get their haircut and their backpack and stuff like that. So it's a reward.
Yeah, it's a reward. It's
so
a
we want
process.
them to
You're
learn.
not just going to come up and get a free cut. Yeah,
you can't just
gotta
walk
work
up.
for it.
That's right. That's
You gotta
right.
work
So,
for it.
we streamlined it over the years. So it's just a blessing to see, 97 and Radio 1 be a partner as well. So everybody's just, it's a cumulative effort.
Indeed. You're listening to Access Houston, talking to Ron Jameson Jr. from Franklin Barber and Beauty Institute, along with Tyran and Yarford, 2 instructors who will be cutting hair this morning for the Student Appreciation Day happening at Phyllis Wheatley High School, Franklin Barber and Beauty Institute, along with You Are a Queen and Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, Santana Dotson Foundation. They have linked up to give some students some appreciation as they get ready to go back to school.
That's
a lot
right.
of kids and parents, adults, are still not fully recovered, and it's going to take some years to recover from the devastation of Hurricane Harvey. So I think
Great segue.
with all of the back to school events that is going on, I feel like this year it is absolutely needed. Maybe 2 summers ago when the school year started, maybe like in 16,
That's right.
I was inundated with them. I'm like, man, this is a lot, and people were good. But
Right.
now this year,
it's definitely needed.
Right.
Definitely needed. Yeah, a
Right.
lot of people felt that impact. Actually, last year, the week of it canceled our event. Because we were doing our event that year. And the week of I remember that
Sunday.
Wednesday. Yeah, that week that was the monster.
Yeah.
And so God had other plans for what was happening, and we had to postpone that event that year. So this is a bounce back year for us. And you're right, a lot of families definitely need the services this year, and we're looking to put some smiles on some people's faces.
no doubt. I appreciate y'all coming in, but before we wrap up this segment, tell us about Franklin Barber and Beauty Institute. Some people may not know. I mean, you guys have been around for over 100 years. I mean, just give the history and if there are some aspiring barbers or beauticians that, may want to be a
Join the
student.
team, huh? Yeah. Well, we've been around for, my great-grandmother started the business in 1915. Over the years, our name has changed. People don't really realize this, that our name has changed about 4 or 5 times. It started off N.A. Franklin School of Beauty, and then it changed to like Franklin School of Beauty and things of that nature. And then later on to Franklin Beauty School, which a lot of people know us as. But now it's Franklin Barber and Beauty Institute. And the reason for that name change was pretty much we added barber program to our community. And so now we're able to bless not just one side of the community, but also grab another side and educate people to be barbers as well as cosmetologists. So we're catching all parts of the spectrum in the beauty industry and the barber industry, and it's been a blessing to do. We have 3 campuses. We're working on our 4th, which will be coming back to the south side of town, which we can't wait for that. And hopefully that'll be done before the end of the year. And so, if anybody wants to get out there and enroll, or if any parents are listening and they want to roll their kid into beauty or barber school, franklininstitute.net. You can fill out an application there, and we'll have somebody, a counselor, get right back to you and set you up an appointment to get in. Yes, sir.
Indeed. And gentlemen, tell me about your experience when you guys were going there. How was it? Come on, Tyran.
Tyran. Oh, okay. So, I've been there. I've been there almost since 2011.
Okay.
Ron has showed me a lot. He is my mentor, so he have showed me a lot in the business and also how to be a professional barber. So now I'm on my own and I got my own shop.
Oh,
so
nice.
it's like
dope.
now I know how to do the business inside my own business.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Also still work for the school too, so and everything else. But I came a long way. It was a struggle, but I made it through. And once I made it through over the hurdle, and it was a lot of blessing things. A lot of things are coming together now. So I'm still here.
Indeed.
Great story.
I've been with the family since going on about 2015. Really, I'd say 2016 because I came in like November, December. So
Yes, sir.
2016 probably where I started off with the family. And Ron as a mentor has been great to me. I mean, true enough, I came in older, which I think it was advantage of my behalf because I've seen a lot growing up and I knew what I wanted to do when I walked into school. So it wasn't one of those things where I'm just finna test it out. Right. So I had my mind made up on what I wanted to do, and cutting hair was one of those things. So I really enjoyed it. And like I said, with Ron being a mentor, groomed me for a whole lot of things that I wasn't ready for, that I knew that was out there, that I know how to attack it, whenever it shows itself. I don't have a shop like Mr. Ty Trent over here myself, but that's the goal. That is the goal. But I am managing over at Extraordinary Cuts, or Perry Road, 11010 Perry Road. You can catch that on the north side, and then I myself, you can catch me on Instagram, _Ordinary_Barber. THAORDINARY_Barber. So like I say, we here this morning. We're gonna give our tithes to the kids, cut these free heads, and then you want my service, you know where to reach me at.
There you go.
No doubt.
My people.
Ty Trent, did you want to get your social out?
Instagram, Trill Cuts, TRILL_KUTZ. My name is Ty Trent, the barber.
And get a website where people can go get more information.
Okay, if they want to log on, if they want to register for the event, I think we still have a few slots left for today. That's you can go to franklininstitute.net. If you just want to register for school or get information about some of the programs we have to offer, you can go to the same website, which is franklininstitute.net. Look at our Facebook, look at our social media. It's not too hard to find us. Google us. Google me.
Yeah, there you go.
That's right.
Ty Trent, Yarford, and Mr. Ron Jameson Jr.
Hold on, Mr. KG Smooth. I want to give a shout out, man. I couldn't leave this station without making sure I give a shout out to the people that make sure this is all possible for me. But my wife, which is my rock, she pretty much runs the school. Miss Jemison Jr. and my daughter and my sons, man, they keep me running because basically they're in the business now. So it's a blessing to have the fifth generation getting into Franklin as well. Oh. And of course, my parents for making sure they set their foundation for us. So
yeah, I was gonna tell your parents.
Of course, man. Mr. and Mrs. Jemison, I know they're out there listening, and I hope we're making them proud by keeping this legacy going.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about that. I can see that. I believe that. Gentlemen, thank you. Ron Jameson Jr. from Franklin Barber and Beauty Institute. The Student Appreciation Day happening today, this morning, starting at 8 a.m. from 8 until 2 at Phyllis Wheatley High School. You can register by going to the website that Ron had given us. And we'll see y'all out there this morning. Get them haircuts. Right. Fellas, thank y'all for coming on.
Hey, man, we appreciate it.
And thank
you.
And thank you for listening to Access Houston.